for me, it's like, because I said earlier, you know, not that I treat my body like a temple higher, 100%, like I'm holy, Mr. Godly, I fucking levitate in my dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's certain things also born and now it's okay. This is only just as me.
Okay.
Not good to go about Bantu. I don't give a fuck about what people think, bro. They can suck a bag of baby dicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my thing is, I don't like to wake up with regrets. I don't like to feel like, oh, it's that fucked up. Ah, shit.
You believe in karma, ne?
Me, heavily. I'm spiritual. I'm a spiritual person, bro. You know, and I don't like playing with people's energies. You know what I mean? I don't like people playing with my energies as well. And certain things that I deem acceptable also, you know, I might seem judgmental, like you were saying earlier, I sound like I'm judging, but it's just an objective view. Like,
so you drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I'm drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Blood
I'm
is just
going home,
boiling.
bro. I'm going home. I ain't got time to fuck. I'm being honest with you. I ain't got time to fuck, bro. I ain't got time to fuck. I'm lit. And I'm thinking of dumb shit. I need to go home and sleep, bro. I need to go home and sleep.
Now nginjalo.
And I smoke weed. And I smoke weed too, bro. So it gives me a different type of mindset, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if it's you know what I mean?
No.
Like,
I remember we still speak about the typical guy.
Yes, most definitely. That's what I was saying. It was a sidetrack.
Can we draw it back?
Yeah, and I understand that a lot of niggas are like that. I know who told you.
It's none of the guys in this room. The guys in this room are the class guys. The guys in this room are of class. It's a blue blood room, pedigree. So, I want us to go back to, you were saying, emakasi and women who have made themselves loose, will they become wives? Ne? And you speak about there's ikasi and ikasi has their own, let's call them hoes.
Yeah.
The beauty about our culture, that there's a line that says, induga enhle igaiwa emazweni. Ne? Meaning, for those that don't understand, a beautiful stick is picked in different lands. Because again, when you bring this beautiful stick here, this one doesn't have a reputation here.
Yeah, no one knows about them.
No one knows about that.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of us as men, whether we want to admit it or not, it's a lot of ego and pride.
Yeah.
You know, so when a girl who just in Kaslak has been with 40 different guys, you know, when I go into that place, in Ehlisa is tones. I look like a clown. I look like, you know, so I'd rather take that person back into this space. So going back into that question of, do those girls become wives?
They do, no?
They do.
Yeah.
Because one, they go through their own seasons, you know, and what the ladies call, they call it the whole phase, right?
Yeah.
So they go through their own season, and then that's, let's say, in their earlier 20s. Then their prefrontal cortex fully develops 25, 26. And then all of a sudden they say, hey, I actually need a man. I actually want to, everything that I saw in my wife and kids.
Have a child, yeah.
I want to get married. I want to.
Yeah.
It just sucks when she's gone through this 50 different men, and then you just happen to meet her at 29 because she was like that back home, wherever home was, 6 hours away.
Yeah.
And now she's here in a new form, and she's had 50 guys back home, and now you are that guy at that time, right guy, the right season.
But my thing is, now, as Umchita, you also been, you know,
Going through your own season.
No, but
You
I'm
know
fine.
what I mean?
It's not the same.
Whole phase.
No, must not
Niggas
fun,
don't
it's
hold,
fun.
nigga.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Unpack that. Unpack that dissonance that happened. Unpack that.
No.
We're trying, guys.
Like, the term,
guys.
I used the wrong term.
Fundo,
We have
Fundo.
a similar stage in our lives.
But I think people need to understand. There's a, I want to call it, with no disrespect to anyone, I want to call it a bit of a generational gap.
Yeah,
You know,
what is it?
In how we are, in how we were groomed, and how we were thingy.
Yeah.
You, from my understanding, from knowing you, you are more liberal and understanding, and the way that you analyze things tend to be very different from, let's say, Mina or Debs.
Sure.
You know, who tend to
Don't
view
get
it
me wrong,
based on
bro.
our experiences.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I totally agree with some of the stuff you're saying. A
Sure.
lot of the stuff, and I understand why you say these things. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. Like, whatever I'm saying as an objection to what you're saying is not saying, oh, Pinson, you're wrong. Don't think like
No,
this.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? Because I also understand, you know, the reasons behind why, you know, these conceptions exist. You know what I mean? And why we act this way as men, as women, you know what I mean? And certain dynamics of our ages.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I like, that's it. Because I think I dealt with a lot of, like, a different experience from you guys. You know, women want to be like, not that it's wrong, but like they want to be equals. They're fighting for this thing, and it's like men this, men are dogs, men are trash, men are every time. So we live with that. Like we're like not necessarily even afraid or like anything. It's like we're just like, you know, fuck it, bro. Like these girls, all they say is that we're dogs. They're always saying shit about us. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know,
that thing's still happening.
Bro, that's bigger than it was back then, bro.